USGS personnel in Texas that had to back out at the last minute. They couldn't come here because of the situation down there.
Yeah, so once again we joined the conference of about 400 people, and we met up with our usual contacts such as Kevin and Dave Mueller, who we deal with a lot, and the younger generation guys coming on with the water quality and QA stuff. Here's Dave Mueller talking to us here about QRev. So it was a good time to catch up with these people, watch obviously their presentations, new developments, look at their posters with this is HEF with the, it's a bit like IS for us, and their development and looking into evaluation of equipment. Also the new cameras they're using at their sites, and visiting the Post Falls office here where we caught up with the field guys. The equipment they use is a bridge crane. Sediment sampling, which is slightly different, something that we've just bought as these new devices for sampling. Field trip with these guys out in the boat on the lake and river, looking at some of their sites, just seeing how their boats are set up for ADCP gaugings and sediment gaugings. There's a Rio Grande mounted off the side of their boat. And a site here on a lake which is two-way flow. It's a narrow part of the lake where they're looking at with the side looker. And up the river that flows into this lake, they've got another side looker on this track. And this is their recorder housing here with a bubbler. Problems they have, like us, with fouling of their equipment, so they've withdrawn this to check and cleaning of it.
How's that look? Oh yeah, much better.
Nice location. And this is in Yosemite National Park, where they've got a fairly fancy little water level station here on the main river. Very touristy. Good information about what is actually being recorded there and what's going on. Even a clear window where you can see the equipment. Same equipment we use, bubblers, DAA. This site had some climate and a camera mounted on the roof as well. The Canadians visiting several of their sites, and their management team and their main field guys who came out with us. This is the main river, the Bow River, flowing through Calgary. And one of their other like a benchmark site we would call it here, with a new installation, new housing, latest equipment. Very interesting. Is inside that housing, all set up quite nice. Latest equipment which they use right across Canada as a standardised setup. Otherwise very similar to us with encoders and EPBs. Here's their sediment equipment. They no longer use it, but they've got lots of it. We need more of it. Little innovations about holding staff gauges, these sort of stands, quite useful. Even their plates, staff gauge plates, have a better resolution than ours and look like they're better made. Here's another example of a temporary or permanent station they use with a pivot for access to save climbing these for health and safety reasons. We have a similar setup for climate, but not for water level. So here's an example of one for water level station. So you got the solar panel aerials and GPS or satellite comms at the top. So nice little innovation, all aluminium.
So I open this up from the locking bar. I got my nice little rain shield here.
Yeah.
So I can sit underneath it. Then I got a little working platform for the laptop and fittings and whatever else I need to do there.
Yeah, nice. See, they had the cabling nicely trunked but protected. This is some orifice designs for bubblers. Again here, railway irons to hold them down. Good elaborate flushing setups. And a little trip down memory lane, some museum pieces they had around their offices, which I've took a few photos of. Some people might recognise them. I've never seen anything like them before. All current meters. Some of them 100 years old. And that was it. Fantastic trip to both countries, well worthwhile.